All right, moving on with the fifth mission for Attila the Hun, the Catalonian fields.
And now, said Father Ramond, is where I entered the story. The battle between Hun and Roman was fought at the end of June 451. The Romans were commanded by Aetius, a brilliant and celebrated general who had been held hostage by Attila when he was a boy. Aetius knew Attila and knew the Hunnic ways. Since he had returned to the Western Empire, Aetius had done more than any man to keep Rome alive throughout the period of barbarian invasions. His army was not large enough to face Attila alone, so Aetius convinced tribes of the Alans and Visigoths to ally with him. Even though these dubious allies had a common hatred of the Huns, it was still a remarkable achievement on Aetius' part to have drawn them into an effective military relationship. The Huns were eager for battle. Attila's shamans looked at the entrails of cattle and the color of sheep bones, and prophesied that the Huns would meet defeat on the Catalaunian fields. However, they also foresaw that the commander of the opposing force would be killed. Attila must have thought this a fair trade, because he brought battle to Aetius and the Goths. Before blood was drawn, Attila stood before his assembled troops, clutching the sword of Mars in his fist. He told them, "It is a right of nature to glut the soul with vengeance. I shall hurl the first spear at the foe. If any man can stand at rest while Attila fights, he is a dead man."
All right, so a not-so-simple objective. Defeat the Romans, Alans, and Visigoths. This battle will play a deathmatch, prepare for attack almost immediately. Basically, deathmatches, we start with a crap ton of resources, and it's just all-out brawl, basically. We do start with the Huns and the Ostrogoths on this side of the battlefield, the Romans and their allies on the other side. Romans are up here. They are blue. The Visigoths are going to be green. They're down in this corner here, closest to us, and the Ostrogoths are the Alans are in this area here. The Franks are neutral. They're just the unfortunate saps caught in the middle of this conflict, and so they don't need to worry about them. So this will be fun, and we're going to need to make this really quick off at the beginning. We're going to be attacking the Visigoths first, okay? Okay, let's do this. Immediately, so you can see we do start out with a fairly good-sized force here, along with our civilians. We're going to want to set down a town center pretty fast and get to work on a siege workshop and a barracks. So we've got plenty of sheep for food. Now, out of the three enemies, Rome is going to be the worst to fight. They are the strongest out of all the enemies. Now, the weakest is most likely going to be the Visigoths. So while our base is being built, we're going to launch a bit of a preemptive strike against them. Hopefully catch them a little off guard. Excellent. We're going to need some battering rams to take down their boys. Let's get away from their pikemen. Those are nasty. Let's draw them away a bit here. Grab some infantry to commandeer our battering rams. Alright, good. Let's get a whole huge population of villagers. Uh-oh. Let's keep luring them back. This way, we'll have our infantry take care of their infantry. Oh! The Romans decided to get involved early. I see how it is.
Attila, you brought us to this accursed battlefield. Now you must keep the Romans from killing us all.
Well, don't worry, I'll be doing my best. That. Ooh, the Romans hit us hard. Already. That was a bit rough. That's okay. We're still good. Get to get some stables. Plenty of villagers. Yeah, that battle did that confrontation did hurt a bit. So the Ostrogoths are they're a pretty decent ally. I'd say so. We do start in the Castle Age. I do not believe there is advancement to the Imperial, as far as I recall. Let's get a temple already. But overall, the Ostrogoths are going to be your first target. Or not the Ostrogoths, the Visigoths, their first target, due to how weak they more or less kind of are compared to all the other people we have to fight. Get some knights. I need a... oh shoot. Scratch that, I need lumber. Most everybody else on lumber right now. Get some knights up. Get more infantry for our things. That's good. I need enough wood to get a market too. That'll be useful. Okay. Excellent. Good, good. So far, not so nice. Alright. I'd say we've got enough for the moment. Although, in the back, I'm going to start getting on spearmen as well. Because I think I get halberdiers. Yes, I do. I will want halberdiers. My upgrades I'm going to probably go for is halberdiers, heavy horse archers, and as heavy cavalry as I can get. Probably paladins, we'll see. Just need enough wood right now. So I can get a market going. So I'm not resource poor. That's good, that's good. So yeah, I guess as this battle progresses, I guess I can start putting out some facts about the battle. Oh gosh, yeah, you can see they already. You gotta hit them fast, otherwise they have a huge garrison. Do not let them destroy the rams. While the rams are attacking them, that grabs their attention. And of course, they already got some cavalry up too. Yes. Very good. And we lost one, but that's okay. That's alright. Oh, I forgot they have a castle. That's right. Bloody wolf in here. Send in the reinforcements. Excellent. Okay, that's that. On this. Yeah, they have a castle, unfortunately. That's going to be a problem. There we go. Reinforcements are here. Oh, now we're down to one. One. And we're about to lose that one too. Great. Good, they're helping. Bloody Goths. Stupid Huscarls. Let's help out with our Ostrogoth friends. That way we'll be at least a little reinforced. So yeah, they're still throwing guys at us at the moment. I didn't get to them as fast as I would have liked. Deal with this. Oh, there's their freaking castle. Why did it have to be so close? I mean, really, come on. Let's get rid of something. Need to stop their creation of something, namely cavalry. There we go. One less thing to worry about. Come on. Working. And do keep a careful eye out. The Romans will make another attempt, or attempts, at your base. There we go. Finally. Gosh, dang it. Finish off the peasants. And it should be too early in the game, but they should not have... that's it. Yes! Got him. Finally. Whew. And that's how we're gonna start this. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, that was fun. So, with the... Oh yeah, we can do this. So, with that taken care of, let's go ahead and get a castle up. For defensive purposes. So, down to the market. For trading. And we're just gonna go and rampage through the Ostrogoth, or through the Visigoth territory. Alright. So yeah, that's sort of the beginning. You can see where the Alans are here, and the Romans are over here. And they're already attacking our Ostrogoth friends. Great. Alright, since we are going to be advancing to the Imperial Age and getting trebuchets, I will no longer require a siege workshop. For that. We got a priest up. We got that. Let's get farming abilities. Let's mark it up. Let's buy some wood. That, a little more, there we go. I need a blacksmith as well. Thank goodness I have to spend time building houses. You, there we go. Excellent. Our allies are safe. So, with the Visigoths taken care of now, we will next turn our attention to the Alans. Yeah, overall for this battle, it was really the introduction is correct. It was an astounding success under Aishas's part that he was able to bring together old enemies of Rome. But you know, the enemy of my enemy is my, I guess, temporary friend. And it is true, though, that the Attila did actually somewhat lose the Battle of the Catalaunian Fields, but we'll be getting into that later. One advantage of also besides taking out the Visigoths is, besides the obvious killing one of the main enemies, is we also are able now to, we have all his resources. Wood, food, especially, gold especially, though. They are all ours, so that is nice. Castle's up, good. Let's see, what's the upgrade here? That's not useful. Hey, alright, we've got pretty good peasant base a bit here. Could use a little more work. We're going to start getting some upgrades. Get those halberdiers up, and we need to get some another barracks, and we need to also get 2 archer ranges. I want some heavy cav archers. And I will be exploring sort of the rest of the map while I get my base up and my army improved, so I will be jump cutting. See you in a bit. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. I'm still building up. I did notice the Ostrogoths are attempting to attack the Romans for right now. You can clearly see what we're fighting right now. It's elite cataphracts and champions and cards. Oh, and they love their scorpions. And probably the worst aspect for the Romans for this battle is the fact that they love to build castles. I'm not joking. I've had it where they've built about, 5 of them actually, in an attempt to ward off my forces. And of course these spawn all their elite cataphracts, which are very, very nasty. That's why I'm placing so much, I'm going to be placing so much into infantry, anti-cav defenses, with halberdiers mostly. But so the Ostrogoths, they will go ahead and attempt to attack your enemies, or the Romans, but don't be surprised, they are not going to make very much, if any, headway at all. I did just barely miss it. The Ostrogoths were fording the river here, and I missed a little bit of dialogue, that basically this river will run red with the blood of Goths and Romans, so... Now, overall for the Alans, the Visigoths, of course, the Visigoths, they went where they're more heavy infantry or infantry spammers plus cavalry. The Alans, however, are more archer friendly. We're talking heavy horse archers, we're talking elite skirmishers, we're talking crossbowmen. That's what they'll mostly be spamming. I don't know if they'll have much infantry. They might have some, but I cannot recall. Yeah. And the Romans already start, as far as I know, in the Imperial Age. Huh. Frankish battering ram. Interesting. I did not know this was here. Interesting. And it doesn't really matter. The Franks don't have much. They don't have literally anything in this battle. There's some sheep. I don't care for sheep. I'm on farms. I suppose you could fish in the river, but I don't find fishing very useful. Fish traps are a lot better. And fishing's only really, or a dock's only required really in my mind if you're going to be doing sea battles. Which is very highly unlikely for this one. Oh, yep, here they are. Heavy, or cavalry archers and crossbowmen. And let's just get rid of this. Alright, well, that was easy. Still going to go ahead and, or still in the process of upgrading all of my units. So we'll cut back probably to when I'm ready to attack him. Alright, so my army is ready to go crush the Alans. You will notice they actually do have a fair amount of their villagers are actually leaving the area. They're actually going off to go hunt deer for some inexplicable reason, because the people are too stupid to realize that they, you know, can do farms. I don't know. Maybe they're the well, they are played as the Vikings, so maybe that's just working into their cultural instinct, I suppose. Thought I fixed the farm, I think. Oh, maybe it didn't reseed enough. Alright. So yeah, you get a very good idea of exactly how much they love their archers. No problem, though. We'll deal with them all. My guys are so armored up, this is barely doing anything. The thing was, the Alans were actually even less trusted than to the Romans than the Visigoths. I mean, they were all mistrusted, but the Alans especially, they fought literally everyone, including themselves at times. They were very, very dysfunctional as a quote, barbarian society. But they were renowned pretty well for their horsemanship, as far as I remember. That's a pretty good asset. There we go. Let's push up to that castle. Oh! The Romans have decided to become involved. Kill them! How dare they interfere? Nearly there. Some of their people have probably escaped to the outskirt areas. We need to go find them. And out. Destroy them. Ah, here we go. I found you. Okay, good, good. They're still around somewhere, though. Must kill them. Yeah, the Alans actually are not that super hard either. I mean, once you get pretty upgraded cavalry, they're pretty easy. Oh, come on! Really? They're still... they're still getting cav archers from somewhere, though. Did they build a archery range or something down here? I'm tempted to say yes. Well, no matter. We know where their other town center is. Let's go wipe it off the face of the earth. Oh, there's their archery range. Okay. I mean, come on, Ostrogoths. Guess it doesn't work like that. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay, never mind. We're okay. There was a slight hiccup. I was fearing that the game was doing what it did in the last mission where it just crashed on me, but we're okay. Crisis averted. Call off the troops. Seriously. Oh, gosh dang Ostrogoths. You know what? Screw it. I'm sending my paladins up there. They're gonna destroy them all. As for all the rest of the army, they're going back to the base. Right now, we need to prepare for the attack against the Romans. Now, this is going to require a bit more artillery and a lot more forces. I'm talking backup units right now, actually. Actually, tell you what, no, the army will just stay here. Yeah, I did manage to scout the whole Roman camp, so they've got 3 castles automatically. or at least they have 3 castles right now. I have known them to build more though, so we'll see how that goes. The Ostrogoths are making another effort.
Team.
It should end the Alans, though. They should. Finish the... Yes! There we go. Finally. Did I get infantry upgrades at the end? No, I did not. Let's go ahead and get those. I didn't even get all my archer upgrades. Silly me. Forgetting.
Team. Well done.
Stupid wolf. Oh, oops. My marker was still placed in the old spot. We need just a little bit more cavalry archers, I think. Actually, I don't know. Do we think we can do this with this force? Maybe. I suppose it could be possible. Are my priests included in this group? I think they are. Ah, there they are. Okay, good. Now, normally, for the Romans, what I would used to do is come up here and attack through this way. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to attack through this direction here. Hopefully I can chew through their stuff a little easier and get to their town center fast. There's one thing about the Romans, though. They rebuild quickly. And I've had it where I've lost an army, brought up somewhat of reinforcements, or rebuilt it very quickly, attacked them again, and then got that army beaten back as well. Sometimes. So the Romans are fairly largely resilient. Sometimes you have to really be on your game for this attack. Alright, we've got reinforcements. Let's just change out 2 of these paladins for our 2 trebuchets. There we go. And we got some extra boys, which is nice. Let's begin, shall we? I must say, if this works out, I'll be glad that I'm wrapping up this mission fairly quickly before the Romans have a chance to really build themselves up. Because attacking their base at full strength is a nightmare. There's just men everywhere. And they just keep building them. Good, good. Take care of that. Petard. Useless. Alright, here comes their army. Let's do this. Excellent. That's that bit taken care of. Destroy that castle, and we'll be the tower, and we'll be moving up here in just a second. Where are you going? Okay, you're scouting. Never mind. Must keep pushing. There we are. Let's go for him. Destroy the castle. Aw, come on. Excellent. The castle's gone, then we'll be able to create any more of their... Yep, see, they're already building another one in its place. That's what I'm talking about. They're busy little... Their citizens are very busy little bees when it comes to rebuilding. And it's something you don't really see very often in these missions. Let's get the rest. Excellent. Almost there. There we go. Destroy them. That's all she wrote, folks. Exceptional.
The Romans have lost. Now there is nothing to stop our invasion of Italy.
Exceptional. Mission complete. Alright, and I got an achievement. Enemy of the Byzantines. That's for defeating them in like 20 battles, I think. Oh, we missed one. Oh, that's Frank. Alright, so yeah, here's the whole map here. So, yeah, apart from a bit of a rough beginning, we still turned out pretty good. Attacking the Romans could have been a whole lot worse, trust me. But we did it. So yeah, woohoo!
It was a catastrophic battle. One of the largest and greatest the world has ever seen. The stream was turned to a torrent by the rushing of blood. I pity those that were forced to slake their thirst from it. Cadavera vero innumera, the Romans said afterwards. Truly countless bodies. Perhaps 300,000 men were left dead on the Catalaunian fields. It is said the ghosts of those killed continued to fight for several days. I passed within inches of the fell Hun king as he stalked the battlefield, trying to determine which of his chieftains and allies yet lived, when he found me, huddled beneath my shield. I made my peace with God, but Attila did not seek my decapitation. He saw that I was a holy man, and ordered me to join his retinue of foreign advisors. That is how you know so much of the Huns, I offered. The priest nodded. Despite the carnage, the outcome of the legendary battle was unclear. Attila had lost much of his cavalry, but the Romans' entire army was destroyed. For a time, no one knew if the Hun king would continue to pursue the hand of Honoria. But what of the prophecy? I asked. Did Aetius die on the battlefield? Nay, it was Theodoric the Goth, not Aetius, who died and fulfilled the prophecy. Aetius knew that if he utterly destroyed the Huns, then the Visigoths would have no need for a Roman alliance, and Rome would face yet another barbarian threat. And so, Aetius retired from military life, hoping that the outcome of the Catalaunian fields would leave the Huns and Goths in a stalemate, hoping that he had done enough to save his empire. He had not.
Indeed. So, yeah, fun little fact. So, yes, it was true that Theodoric the Goth did die, and that did create a bit of a power vacuum for the Goths. So that did help the Romans, actually. And overall, Aetius had a really good strategy for that, to try and placate both of them off and stalemate it. But the thing was, the Huns actually came fairly close to losing the Catalonian Fields battle. Near the end of it, Attila actually was forced all the way back to his camp, where he had actually prepared a bit of a funeral pyre for himself, created of horse saddles. But he was stopped from lighting it on himself by when he saw that his archers were actually holding the enemy off. But yeah, overall the battle was more or less a sort of a Roman victory, that they forced the Huns back for a while, but, well, we'll see what happens afterwards in the next mission.